And let's begin by sitting up with a nice tall spine. Bringing your awareness inside and just checking your body, feeling your spine. Is it straight? It's an erect spine, but your body's relaxed. We're not tensed up. The chin is in a light neck lock, Jalandhar Bandh, which means very simply just tilting the chin forward a little bit, opening up the back of the neck, the spinal column, allowing the energy to flow. As you inhale, opening up your belly, bringing the breath all the way up, exhaling down, and just taking a moment. I cannot read from here too clearly to see who all's here, but welcome everyone. And if you are new, if you would just write something in the chat to indicate that. The chat bar is at the bottom of the screen if you just hover over it. And let's just take a minute to energetically connect with everybody in this class. Even though we can't be together right now in person, we can energetically connect and hold that space between. I know that we've got folks from Issaquah, Salt Lake City, Camino Island, Mexico, Lisa, if you're still down there. So just reach out mentally, send out your electromagnetic field as far as it'll go. So we make these points of connections between each other. Giving gratitude for this wonderful day in our practice. Today's focus is going to be basically increasing our health, and that's in every aspect. We'll be starting with Satali Kriya, which is a breath pattern, which is cooling, and it also helps our immune system. I mean, what in yoga doesn't really help our immune system? But this is a very good one for overcoming illness, Yogi Bhajan taught. And particularly in the hot climate of Salt Lake, where some of you are joining from, the Satali breath is very cooling. Also, if you're feeling a fever coming on, Satali breath. So it's indicated 26 breaths, and I'll explain it when we get to the Kriya. Really quickly, it's forming a U with your tongue, like that. You're going to inhale through the mouth, exhale through the nose. It's very cooling. So if you're finding with the summer heat, if it's really hot where you're at, imagine Mexico is pretty toasty too, that this breath can help cool you down from the inside out. And then we'll be doing the awakening to the 10 bodies. My favorite Kriya, which I haven't done, I purposely haven't done it for a while because I don't want to overdo one Kriya, but it's been a while, so we're going to get back to it. We'll do our deep relaxation, and then we're going to do the Shabd Kriya meditation, which is just, it's one that it's good to have in your toolkit that you know by heart and you can practice. So let's take a moment before we tune in, just to consolidate our energy. Setting an intention for the class. Hearing the lawnmower starting up next door. My intention is that they're very quiet. All right, rubbing the palms of the hands together. Now my intention is actually much wider than that, and for this class, for the healing intention, for our connection, so that this connection lasts beyond the class. And placing them at the heart center, feeling the thumbs pressing into the sternum. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And we'll be chanting Om Namo Gurudev Namo 3 times. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Om Gurudev Namo Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And now for the mantra for protection. Adgarainame, Jugadgarainame, Satgarainame, Siddhigurudev Vainame, Adgarainame, Jugadgarainame, Satgarainame, Siddhigurudev Vainame, Adgarainame, Jugadgarainame, Satgarainame, Siddhigurudev Vainame. Inhale deeply. Exhale, relax the hands down. And just one more thing before we begin. As you can see, my little darling Portia's here. And I didn't want to put her in the car. She's normally very quiet this time of the day. If for some reason somebody knocks at the door, it's not expected, she will bark. So I'm going to ask for your forgiveness before that. This is her quiet time of the day, so I thought I would chance it, but you would think I'd stop taking chances, but I haven't. All right, we are going to do Satali Kriya now. And again, you begin by making a U shape with your tongue. I'll come a little closer for those of you who may not be familiar with it. It's a U. And if you can't quite do it, just keep practicing at it. The hands are thumb and index together on the knees. The eyes are 9/10 closed, looking at the tip of the nose. The inhale is through the rolled tongue. The exhale is through the nose. You may feel a little bitterness forming on the tongue, and which means there's some detoxing happening. So just be aware that might happen. And let's begin inhaling through rolled tongue. Exhaling through the nose. And now going at your own pace. Slowing down the breath. Opening up the belly as you inhale through the mouth, Satali breath. Exhaling the breath all the way back down, gently pulling in the navel at the end. If your mind is wandering off, or if you're having a tough time settling in, simply notice. It's all good, and come back to the breath. Increasing your power, vitality, and stamina. Satali breath. Excellent. Beautiful. Keep going. Keeping the exhale nice and long and slow. Don't shortchange the exhale. Keeping the spine nice and straight, allowing the energy to flow. Beautiful. Renewing your focus. Your mind wanders. Notice. Come back to the breath. You're doing beautifully. Coming into the final home stretch. Finish strong and clean. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath. Exhale, relax the hands, relax the posture, and just be with your experience. Close, allow the eyes to remain closed, and just simply notice what's going on. What does your tongue taste like? What's your energy feel like? Okay, and today's Kriya, as I mentioned, is awakening to the 10 bodies. And so in Kundalini Yoga and basically all the other yoga traditions that I'm aware of, see the body is more than just our physical realm. We work a lot with energies in Kundalini Yoga, as you may have experienced. And so they are aligned roughly with the chakras up into the 7th, and then the 8th, 9th, and 10th go out and ending with the radiant body. The soul body is at the base of the spine. Then we've got the negative mind at the second area. The positive mind, the heart center, is the neutral mind. The throat, physical, arc line, and then we go on to the more subtle realms. The first exercise in this is stretch pose. And if you've got lower back issues, you'll want to be very careful and modify the position. It's important that the small of the back be against the mat. Move over a little bit. The breath is breath of fire. And again, ladies, you probably know this by now. If you are pregnant or early moon cycle, substitute long deep breathing. If you've got breathing issues, also use your own judgment. We'll just be doing this for a minute. And again, I'll just show you a couple variations. The stretch pose, the way it's supposed to be done is to lift your head and toes. Your toes are pointing and your fingers are stretched out like that. And it's just for a minute, so you'll have to gauge your own ability. Or you can raise your knees a little bit if you have lower back issues, or do one at a time. All right, I will time us for a minute, and let's do a nice, powerful breath of fire. Eyes are open, gazing over the toes in this one. Engage the navel point. Inhale and relax on your back. Now, if that's challenging for you, as it is for many people, I notice in my class when I'm live with people, or I guess in person, we're live now, is that it's a good idea to try to do this every day then for a minute. And then it becomes much easier. And it's very important to strengthen the navel, the nerve plexus that's around the navel chakra. Of course, the byproduct is it gives you really nice abs. But that's, we're not about sculpting the body here. Kundalini Yoga is not about trying to do it for egoic purposes. But it's a nice side benefit, right? We're not going to toss that out. But you've got a nerve plexus associated with each one of the chakras. So that's where, of course, the umbilicus was when you were in your mother's womb. And so there's a lot of nerve endings that come right at that navel point. Very powerful point. It's the way you show up in the world. If you've got a weak third chakra, the negative mind is going to be going wild all the time. Meaning the negative mind always seeing the negative in a situation. The third chakra, the negative mind, is there to help us, give us cautions, but sometimes it gets a little out of hand, as many people experience. Okay, the next exercise is knees to nose with breath of fire. So grabbing hold of the knees, as the name suggests, bring the knees to the nose and begin a powerful breath of fire. And let's begin. Thirty more seconds. Inhale and come up into easy pose. And just breathe normally for a few moments before we go on to the next. Being with your experience. A lot of breath of fire today. Really good to clean out the lungs, to strengthen the lungs. It's really a great antidote to diseases that may be floating around. I won't go any further on that one. All right, so the next one is ego eradicator. Putting the fingertips on the pads of the hands, sticking the thumb out. Arms are up 60 degrees, shoulders are down a little bit. Chin is in neck lock, and let's begin. Powerful breath of fire. Eyes are closed, focus above the crown. Snap that navel in. Excellent, keep going, halfway point. Surrendering into the posture. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath, touch the thumbs over the head, spread the fingers, apply root lock, pulling up the muscles of the pelvic floor and squeeze the energy from the base of the spine to the tip of the fingers. Exhale when you need to. Exhale gently. Relax your hands down through your auric field. Allow the eyes to remain closed. And just breathe naturally. And how was that experience for you? Do you struggle to keep your arms up? As you may have heard me say before, there's a point of surrender to where it becomes suddenly effortless. It's not dependent on your muscle strength. When you experience it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Otherwise, it doesn't really make any sense. I get that. Okay, and now spread your legs wide for light nerve stretch. Let's see. I'll just tilt the screen down a little. My camera hand is out today. Just kidding. All right. Inhale, center, exhaling down to the left. Inhaling up, exhaling down to the right. And again, if you're more flexible than I am, keep your hands in toe lock, two fingers wrapped around the big toes. Exhaling down. Always inhaling back up to center. Leading with the heart center, not the forehead. Synchronizing your breath, inhaling up, exhaling down. The mind is relaxed. Thoughts come and go. Simply notice and keep going. And now inhaling up, exhaling forward, up and down. Keeping the breath and movement as one. Inhale, suspend the breath. Exhale down to your maximum, hold the breath out. And inhale into easy pose. As we begin spinal flex, grabbing hold of the ankles, inhaling forward, exhaling back, rocking on the hips. And again, synchronizing the breath with the motion. Nice deep breaths. Awakening the life force energy within. Prana. Exhaling the apana, releasing what no longer serves us. Keeping the spine nice and healthy, flexible. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath, apply root lock. Exhale. And coming into rock pose or whatever variation you use. Placing the hands on the thighs. Again, begin inhaling forward, exhaling back. You'll notice there's much more of the back engaging in this version of spinal flex. All breathing is done through the nose. Eyes are closed unless otherwise specified, unless you're simply not comfortable doing so. Always listening to yourself first. Thirty more seconds, finish nice and strong. Inhale, center, suspend the breath, apply root lock. Exhale. And now bring the hands up to the shoulders, fingers in front, thumb in back. Inhale as you slowly rotate your head to the left. Exhale to the right. Mentally vibrating Sat on the inhale, Nam on the exhale. Sat Nam, truth is my identity. Getting into the vibratory pattern of truth so that we can become more truthful to ourselves, first and foremost, truthful to the identity of who we are, not of what the world wants to see. How long have we been playing that game? Getting to the truth of who you are, your identity, and showing that to the world. Inhale, center, suspend the breath. Exhale, releasing the arms down for a moment. Just rolling out your shoulders if there's any tension there. Okay, and the next exercise, again, same hand position. This time you're going to inhale the elbows up towards the ceiling and touch your wrists behind your neck. If you're able to do so, do not crank on your neck or hurt yourself. Inhaling up, exhaling back down to the original position, and let's begin. Again, keeping the breath and movement in synchronization. And now inhale the elbows up, suspend the breath. Apply root lock. Exhale the hands down. And now interlacing the hands in Venus lock. Elbows are locked, and the movement is to inhale up. We're going all the way 90 degrees. Exhale down. And let's begin. Arm pumps, nice powerful motion. Excellent. Inhale and relax back into easy pose. We're going to begin alternate shoulder shrugs, beginning by lifting up the left on the inhale. And let's begin. Hands on knees. Systematically moving the energy. Now we're moving it into the upper realms of the body. And switch sides, inhaling the right up. And now inhaling both shoulders up at the same time. Powerful movement. Inhale both shoulders up, suspend the breath. Apply root block. Exhale, relax. Breathe normal for a moment. And now as you inhale, rotate your head to the left. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. And again, mentally vibrating Sat on the inhale. Nam on the exhale. That's Satnam, but it's pronounced Sat Nam. And switch directions. Inhale right. Exhale left. And inhale center. And now we're down to the last exercise. And that is frog pose. Coming onto the balls of your feet. The heels stay off the ground the entire exercise. The heels are touching as best you can, and the feet are spread 60 degrees. The hands are cupped onto the floor. The head is up in the down position. Use the power of the breath to inhale up and exhale down. So up and down is 1. And let's continue for a total of 26, or at least intervals of repetitions of 13 at the least, if you can. When you're finished, stand up and then just allow your body to hang over like a rag doll, just breathing normally. And when you're ready, come onto your back for a well-deserved deep relaxation. This is the time of the class to resist the temptation to go get a glass of water, check your email, harvest the hard work you've just done, because this is where the body integrates and actually makes the adjustments it needs. So come lying on your back. The arms are out to the sides. And just allow your body to rest. Yogic sleep, we're not falling asleep, but we're just letting go. The body has the wisdom to know what adjustments to make. Inhale gently and begin to bring your awareness back into the room. Making small circles with your wrists and ankles. Stretching your arms over your head, pointing your fingers towards the wall behind you, stretching your toes the opposite direction. Elongate your spine, feel the good stretch. And now arms out to the side for cat stretch. Bringing one knee across your body, turning your head the opposite way. Breathing into it. Switching sides. Rubbing the palms of the hands together, soles of the feet. Grabbing your knees, rocking on your spine. And come sitting up for Shabd Kriya meditation. This is an excellent meditation to learn, as I said, so that you can keep it in your hip pocket and do routinely, 40 days, 120 days, whatever, if it resonates with you. And it's using a numerology, the number 22, which is a master number. 11 is a master number, and it's then double that, yielding 22. And so that actually, as taught by the yogis, the master number will stretch us into infinity so that the mind, we can begin to master our mind and reach infinite wisdom and source. So the breath pattern is to inhale through the nose, 4 counts. So, and we're going to use mantra to count, so we're not counting on our fingers or toes. Sa, ta, na, ma. So it's going to be 4 strokes through the nose. Make sure you get enough air. It may take a couple rounds to get the knack of it. And then you're going to hold for 4 rounds of sa, ta, na, ma, or 16 counts. So hold, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma, sa, ta, na, ma. Exhale, wahe, guru. And it's all mental. So through the nose, you're going to project out wahe, guru. So I'll just repeat that again. Inhale 4, suspend 16, exhale 2. Using the mantra sa, ta, na, ma. And inhale 4, sa, ta, na, ma on the suspend. Exhale, wahe, guru. The eyes are focused on the tip of the nose, the lotus point, and the spine is straight, hands are in Dhyan Mudra. All right, so hopefully that's clear. If you ever get confused or like, where are we? Just do long, deep breathing and get into a meditative state. All right, I'll talk us through the first round and then we'll be on our own. And this is also actually used in integrative trauma recovery programs. So it's really designed to heal the nervous system. But like anything else, it has to be done consistently to get those effects. I think it's worth the effort. All right, inhaling sa, ta, na, ma. Suspend. Exhale, wahe, guru. And at your own pace. Excellent. Keep going. If at any point you feel yourself getting dizzy, stop, take a couple cleansing breaths, and return slowly. Coming into the home stretch, refocus and finish strong. Inhale deeply, suspend the breath. Exhale, relax your hands and be with your experience. You may feel slightly an altered state of consciousness. So after the class, just take several minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes before you drive for sure. And this is, if you suffer from insomnia, it's recommended that you do this 11 minutes a day for 8 weeks. And you begin the count once you've really got the rhythm down. And that rhythm imprints on your psyche during that time. And you can, I don't know what you're experiencing. I'm certainly feeling a relaxation and a slight alteration of consciousness. Just let your body, again, work its own wisdom. It knows what to do with the energies. And so we will end with a long Sat Nam. And then if you would like, I will, if at that point the class is over, and you're welcome to leave, of course, at any time. If you'd like to just join in and say hello, I will put you onto the panelists so you can see each other in the little blocks. Hopefully the settings are right to do that. All right. Hands in prayer pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale. And let's end with a long Sat Nam. Inhale to close. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Thank you and have a wonderful day.